Friday on Dallas.
I don't have a brother.
A sister betrayed.
Say, get out of my house now.
And brothers at war, Friday.
Americans, we know who we are. And when it comes to news, we know who we trust. Dan Rather, weeknights on the CBS Evening News.
This is CBS.
The news is out on the street.
Bow Church's Big Chicken.
And the news is hot.
Bow Church's Big Chicken.
Big crispy pieces is what they've got. With the best news of all, it don't cost a lot. Church's Chicken, you always get more of a good thing. Good thing, yeah.
Now at Church's, get a Hagler versus Leonard Superfight Cup and a big 32-ounce soft drink for just 59 cents with any $2 Church's fried chicken purchase.
On the new Gidget.
Watch out for cosmic turbulence.
Jeff's totally jinxed. His fat's in the fire.
Isn't there a nicer way that you can put that?
Good point.
Ha! Ha ha!
Can Gidget conjure up a good luck charm?
Feeling lucky tonight?
You'll never forget the first time.
Forgive me for what I'm about ready to do.
He uses women. He's a taker who wants what he can't have.
If he hurts her, I swear he'll answer to me.
The Bold and the Beautiful, beginning next week on CBS.
Stay tuned for Capital. Next on most of these CBS stations. Bridal gown by Bob Pasillo. Jewelry by Yves Saint Laurent. Beginning Monday, As the World Turns, will be seen 1/2 hour later on this same CBS station. Be sure to join us next week at our new time for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
If you're going grocery shopping, you gals and guys, there's only one place to get Wise Buys. Winn-Dixie's Wise Buys.
Shop Winn-Dixie for salad fixins. Harvest fresh California iceberg lettuce is 2 heads for $1. Holly Farms Grade A fresh fryer leg quarters are 39 cents a pound. Super Brand Grade A large eggs are 2 dozen for $1. Plus get double value on manufacturer's coupons.
Winn-Dixie's Wise Buys. Yeah.
Brown Shoe Fit is your local SAS store, and we have your size. Brown sells so many pairs because SAS delivers to us all the new styles, new colors, sizes, and widths, and they're always at a discounted price. That's right. The Magic, Bounce, Classic, Siesta, and Kilty are all $43.97. So tell your friends about Brown's and SAS walking shoes. Remember, Brown Shoe Fit for service and selection, SAS for comfort and quality. Come by and see us at Brown Shoe Fit on Texas Avenue in College Station.
Hold on tight when Bob Hope sweeps you off to a nutty Paris holiday.
Sunday night at 10:35 following the Channel 3 News Weekend Report. KBTX TV Channel 3, Bryan College Station.
Oh my God, Hubert, I've never been so relieved to see anyone in my entire life. Oh my God, what did they do to you?
It's only a scratch, as they say in the cinema. I accidentally fell against one of the guard's rifles.
Oh, Hubert.
It's all right. No harm done. Besides, I came to see you. Are they treating you all right?
Aside from me, scared half to death, I'm okay. I'm surprised they let you come see me.
Sloan, we don't have much time. They only let me come and see you on one condition. They want me to try and persuade you to sign a confession and relinquish all rights to the royal throne of Barack.
I don't know, Amos. How do I look?
Well, of course, it'd be pretty hard to fool me because I know you, but if I wasn't looking too close, you'd fool me, I think.
Just so I fool Sam and Myrna.
Just promise me that you'll be careful.
I promise. In a house full of servants, Sam and Myrna won't even know I'm there. Oh, I can't believe it. I've waited 27 years for this day to come. Used to be my house on the hill, my husband, my little boy, and Myrna took them all away from me. Now it's my turn.
Thomas, please, come in. I think you and Bob Buford have already met. He's our hospital administrator and press liaison.
Sit down, please. Dr. McCandless, I'm sure you realize this tragedy involving the McCandless heart has put University Hospital in a rather touchy position.
It should have never happened.
We couldn't agree more. That's why we've launched this investigation. First, Thomas, we have to know, were you involved in the decision to implant the McCandless heart in the patient who died?
Our life is a mess. I'm leaving you, Martha.
Oh, Tom, please, you can't.
Sometimes the dishes just have to sit till life's little tragedies are over.
He's a beast.
And dishes that sit are tougher to clean.
That's a beast.
They need sunlight with lemon juice. Sunlight cuts the tough stuff loose. Cuts baked on, caked on, stuck on food. Even grease.
Now, Michael Grace.
This guy's an animal.
Destiny.
Sunlight with lemon juice cuts the tough stuff loose.
Presenting the adventures of Mighty Dog. Dogs everywhere are fed up with byproducts. Have no fear. Mighty Dog is here. Guardian of good taste, he brings the pure beef taste of Mighty Dog beef for dogs.
I can't get air.
Before and Afrin.
It worked.
For relief without drowsiness or jitters, Afrin's the spray doctors and pharmacists recommend most.
Stuffed.
Before and Afrin.
Are you asking me if I authorized the use of the heart?
I'm not saying it's something you do directly.
No, not directly or indirectly. Lanscombe wasn't even my patient. I had absolutely no prior knowledge of the heart being used.
Thomas, is it true that you learned that your application for research funding had been turned down just 2 days prior to the unauthorized implant?
Yes, but what has that got to do with this?
I suppose you were upset at the application being denied. You felt it was unjustified.
Well, of course. I've been working on the project for 3 years. Look, with a little more time and the proper funding, that heart would eventually save a lot of lives.
Is there any situation where you felt you could authorize the use of the McCandless heart at this stage of the development?
Absolutely not. It's still being tested, and never on a human patient.
The fact remains that an unauthorized procedure was performed in this hospital.
Yes, a procedure that I neither approved of nor condoned. Mr. Buford, I even went so far as to write a memo to Kim Park, formally directing him to stop all work on the heart.
You're saying that Kim Park, a first-year resident, took it upon himself to make that decision without consulting you, knowing that if it failed, not only could his license be pulled, but he'd also be facing deportation hearings?
I don't know. That's a question you should be asking Kim Park.
We plan to do precisely that.
Morning, Dad.
Good Lord, don't tell me you're out running in this weather.
Why not? It's a gorgeous day.
It's also 20 below.
That's good for the circulation. Yeah, try it.
No thanks, I'll stick to golf. I talked to the chief of staff this morning.
Walter Ratcliffe?
He told me that McCandless is scheduled for an informal hearing to answer some questions about this mechanical heart business.
Oh, it's about time they questioned the right man who's responsible.
I understand Thomas is living with Kelly now. Is that the reason you've taken a personal interest in this case?
Come on, Dad, you know better than that. I just want to find out who authorized an untried, obviously dangerous medical procedure that ultimately led to death. If McCandless is responsible, the people have a right to know.
Pat! Pat!
What?
Oh, it's horrible. I just had the television on. They say that Sloan's been taken captive by the rebel forces and they're bringing him up for trial today. They say Sloan could be executed. I feel like I'm running out of time and choices. You know, Mr. Jamal, my lawyer, said something to me yesterday. It was a veiled threat, but I know he meant it. He said that they know my mother's still in the palace in Karistan.
If you do sign, will that save your life?
That's what they said.
Do you believe them?
No. I don't know. All I know is that I am capable of making a decision that would affect my own life, and I have no right to do anything that would affect my mother's or yours.
Sloan, whatever you choose, don't choose for me. Don't choose for your mother. Choose for yourself. Whatever decision you make will be right. There are no good choices here. There is no right or wrong.
Hughie, thank you for understanding.
Well done, Mr. Stanton. You have earned your freedom.
No, I haven't. I told her not to sign.
Take him away.
Hubert!
I hope you are not as foolish as your friend.
I've made my decision.
I hope you are not as foolish as your friend.
I've made my decision.
I'm glad you have come to your senses at last.
There are conditions.
You will go free.
I'm talking about my mother. No harm can come to her.
Agreed. Signed.
And Hubert, he must be set free, unharmed. He is not your enemy.
Hiding an enemy of the state is an act of treason.
Now you have me. There's nothing he can do. Those are my conditions.
Ali has done his job well. You have learned a great deal in a very short time.
How do I know you're going to keep your end of the bargain?
The whole world is watching. You are, what is that quaint expression you use? A media star. Now sign.
I'm afraid I've wasted your time. I'm not going to sign it.
That is a death warrant. Not only for you, but also for your mother and Mr. Stanton.
I've made up my mind. Now, will you please leave? If I only have a short time left, I don't want to spend it in the company of murderers and thieves.
We will see just how brave you are at your trial.
Why even bother?
Tic-tac-toes.
New Tic-Tac-Toes, a good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes.
With and without meatballs.
Coffee should please all the senses. To the eye, it should appear rich, not thin. The aroma should capture the taste, intense, as in this dark roasted Nescafe Brava, smooth, subtle, as in this Nescafe Silka. And the taste, that's why only Nescafe custom blends 4 distinctive coffees.
Ultimately, taste is in the eye, nose, and palate of the beholder.
Nescafe, taste your way.
Hey, look, guys.
What?
It's snowing.
Looks like hail.
Well, you're not so cute yourself.
No, what I meant...
You're
both wrong. It's raining Del Monte yogurt-covered raisins.
You wouldn't snow me, would you?
No, they taste terrific. Yeah, sweet, plump raisins with a delicious yogurt coating.
I still say it looks flurry much like snow.
Well, I get your drift. Well, Del Monte's going to sell a mountain of those little white snacks.
That's because it's the raining fruit snack.
There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
Sorry.
Del Monte, we grow great snacks.
Today's copper top battery makes yesterday's seem like ancient history. In fact, it's so completely improved, it'll last up to 30% longer than the ones we made just 2 years ago. To keep going long after our old battery is a thing of the past. Today's Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
Now, Dr. McCandless says that he issued you a memo stating that he wanted you to stop all future work on the McCandless heart. Do you recall the contents of that memo?
I'm sorry, I do not remember such a memo.
I put it on your desk myself.
I'm sorry, I never got it.
Kim, why are you doing this? For God's sakes, tell the truth.
I am.
Kim, don't do this.
Dr. Park, you may go.
Wait a minute, can't you see the man is trying to save himself by sacrificing me?
What I can't see is the memo that would exonerate you because, according to Dr. Park, it never existed.
So you're going to take his word over mine?
Thomas, I have known you since you first came to this hospital. Never have I seen a doctor with greater promise. That's why it breaks my heart to tell you that until further notice, you are suspended, pending further investigation for medical misconduct.
There is speculation as to the fate of the Queen should she refuse to abdicate the throne. And sources close to the rebel faction are saying that her execution is a foregone conclusion. Please stay tuned for further updates.
Oh, good grief. This is absolutely horrible. Sam, there must be something we can do.
Trey's trying to get through to the Secretary of State.
Oh, good Lord. Paula must be out of her mind.
It's terrible. We should all count our blessings.
Darling, there's the paperwork. I absolutely have to get out. Call me if there's any further news on Sloan.
Oh, poor Myrna's so upset.
Your concern is touching.
You haven't told her yet about us.
You live in your own little world, don't you? You don't care whose lives you ruin. Just as long as you get what you want.
Sam, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for us. We love each other, Sam. We belong together. And I'll do whatever I have to protect what we have.
Including blackmail.
I fell in love with you, Sam. Because you are so strong. This is the only weakness I've ever seen in you. I don't want to tell Trey. You have to believe that. I know it would tear him apart inside if he knew you were Scotty's father. But if you leave me no choice... I love you, Sam. So either you tell Myrna, or I'll talk to Trey.
Hello, Master Scotty.
Hi, Grace.
You must be the new nanny. We've been expecting you,
Mrs. Hanson, Margaret Hanson.
Let me take your coat.
Thank you.
Grandpa!
Oh, hiya, partner. Whoa, you're getting too big for your grandpa to pick up much longer. Who's your friend, Scotty?
Oh, that's Margaret. She's my nanny.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm afraid I'm at a disadvantage. My son didn't say anything about Scotty bringing a nanny along.
I'm new.
We're all pretty crazy about this little guy, so take good care of him.
Yes, sir. Like he was my own.
Well, make yourself comfortable. Come on, Scotty. Let's go tell your dad that you're here.
Okay.
The defendant will rise.
Sloan Denning, you are...
My name is Sloan Mahmoud.
This court does not recognize your pretension. That is, in fact, the matter before this court.
When I married Prince Ali Mahmoud, I became Sloan Mahmoud. I can't change that, and neither can you.
Mr. Jamal, I advise you to inform your client that this court demands every respect that Miss Denning will show in a court in her own country.
I am in my own country.
This court is also aware that you are a clever journalist.
You are wrong, Mr. Chief Justice. I used to be a journalist. Now, whether you like it or not, or whether I like it or not, I am a queen. And if you are Barachan, I am your queen.
To this naked contempt! It was the wish of this court that every scruple of military justice be observed. But you are making it impossible.
No, sir. You and Abdullah are making it impossible. Until Abdullah and his army and his ideas have been driven back across the border, there is no justice in Barak.
Silence!
I believe that in any civilized court of law, the defendant is permitted to make a statement before sentence is passed. This is a civilized court of law, is it not?
Of course. If the defendant wishes to make a statement, you may.
The charge against me is treason. You gentlemen say that I betrayed Barak by marrying Prince Ali and accepting from his hand the crown that has been handed down in the Mahmoud family for over 800 years. Someone else wants that crown. Someone who murdered Ali's father and stole it and held it by force and repression until Ali and the Barachan people seized it back. Now Abdullah wants it back again, so he struck again, first against Ali and now against me. Apart from a brief meeting when I was a child, I have known Ali less than a year. Less than a year. But in that short time, I learned to love a man and his dream. As much as I loved Ali the man, I think I may have loved his dream more, or just as much, because Ali and his dream were inseparable. When I think of my husband, I remember many beautiful moments, but none more beautiful than the times he spoke to me about his dream for his people of Barak.
Mr. Chief Justice.
I'm almost done. I'd like to say that the man who boasts that he killed my husband, that Ali lives in me and in the people of Barak. You can kill me, maybe you can even kill the Barak Ali was beginning to build, but you can never, ever destroy his dream. Because it is the birthright of every man and woman on this earth, which means it starts all over again in every newborn child. I'm ready to hear your verdict.
There's brand new toys for baby boys, new ballet shoes, and new dress blues. And for a runny nose that's new, there's a new Kleenex too.
New Kleenex is so much softer and thicker, even the box is taller. It's the most comforting Kleenex tissue ever.
We've shared your joys, we've dried your tears, we've touched your life through all these years.
With the most comforting Kleenex tissue ever.
Kleenexes bless you.
When the tight, aching stiffness of minor arthritis pain gets a hold of you, you need strong relief. You need the warming power of Bengay. Rub in Bengay and feel its soothing, penetrating warmth, helping to increase circulation and starting to relieve pain fast, right where it hurts most. When arthritis pain gets a hold of you, break the grip of pain with Bengay.
You've been working all day long, and the day is not over yet. The boys probably turned the house upside down, and you've got to clean the mess. So come on home to hard-working Fantastic.
Fantastic. All the power you need to get you off your feet faster. Try Fantastic. It works as hard as you do.
Come on home to hard-working Fantastic.
Try new Lemon Fantastic.
All you people who want to live high, eating pasta
salad while the world goes by. Suddenly salad.
Betty Crocker's new Suddenly Salad.
Suddenly salad.
Just boil in our flow-through mesh pouch, rinse to chill, and toss in our special seasonings.
All you people have your little quirks. You love tasty salads, but you don't love the work. Suddenly salad.
3 pastas and 1 potato salad.
Suddenly salad.
Live high.
What do you think you're doing? Please put that down immediately. You must be the new nanny Trey's been telling me about.
That's right.
Well, do you have a name?
Margaret Hanson.
Yes, well, Margaret, do you have any idea what a piece like that costs? No, of course you don't. Well, it's not that I don't trust you, Margaret. But you're a stranger in the house, and we have had a few problems with other servants before.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, ma'am. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. My husband has been ill recently, therefore I've had to take charge of some of the family businesses. Try to do most of my work out of the house. So when you're here with Scotty, I expect that you will contain your activities to the upstairs nursery, and Grace will show you all around, as long as you do things my way.
Kim Park? I don't believe that.
Yeah, well, I can't blame Kim. Deportation could be like a death warrant for him.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. A couple hours ago, there was always one constant in my life. I'll make that 2. Disease and medicine. I don't know, maybe they're the same thing. Driving home, I was thinking about when I was a kid and all the days and weeks, months, going from hospital to hospital, trying to find some help for these. So there was one day when my mother and my father and I had to admit that there wasn't anything that we could do. There wasn't anything anybody could do. And I thought to myself, well, at least I don't have to step foot in a hospital again. And then suddenly there was a message out of somewhere. And I knew that that was exactly where I wanted to spend my life. Helping people get rid of these. Pushing medicine a little farther than it could help me.
Still do that. There are other hospitals.
Not if I lose my accreditation at university.
You're not going to. You can prove that Kim lied about that memo.
There is no memo. He destroyed it. And as far as Kim Park and the hospital is concerned, it never existed.
Yeah, but you sound like you're giving up.
How do you prove that you told someone something? It's his word against mine. Besides, there's a dead patient. There's a very worried hospital that wants to get out from under all this. They wanted to feed Kim to the wolves. He gave him me instead.
I know, but you've got friends at that hospital. I mean, the chief of staff is one of your best friends.
He's the one who suspended me.
Okay, listen to me.
Look, I'm sorry. Please don't mind if I don't want to. And I certainly don't want to listen to me. Well, since I got the rest of the day off, I think I'll have a drink.
What a good idea. I think I'll have one, too. Matter of fact, when I just have this one.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What the hell do you think you're doing? We seem to have changed places here. I was the one who was going to give up, and you shut that door and made me face myself. Well, Buster, I am returning the favor. What? Go ahead, hit me, take it out on me. Everything you're feeling, just like Trey.
I am not like Trey!
Well, who are you like? You're not like Thomas, not
Will
now.
you get off my back?
I can't.
Why not?
Because I love you.
The tribunal has reached a verdict. We find the defendant guilty of treason and the commission of criminal acts against the state. The sentence? Death by firing squad. Execution to be carried out between midnight and dawn tomorrow morning.
Feeling kind of blue, things have never been duller. What you need, baby, is a sale full of color. The JCPenney Day Sale. Color for the house, for the kids, take your pick. We got it all, baby, in the colors that click. Like our all-cotton sweater, fits just fine. Comes in lots of colors, just $11.99. Add zip to your house, give your windows a kick. With the hottest selling draperies in the colors that click. JCPenney Day Sale, now only once a year. JCPenney.
Are you pouring money down the drain? This brown disinfectant can cost 4 times more than Clorox bleach. Clorox, unbeatable disinfecting for less.
If you think the 2 best-selling spray cleaners are alike, you're in for a big surprise. There's really a big difference. One's been improved by adding a powerful, fast-acting grease dissolver that no other spray has. New, improved Formula 409 spray cleaner. Big difference, big improvement.
As the world turns.
As the world turns.
He tried it once.
Bride is my wife.
Then he tried it again.
I'm sorry, Reverend Sorrel.
And rumor has it, he could be in for another surprise.
Seems like a dream.
Rumors, as the world turns.
The road to the Final Four continues with a doubleheader of regional or semifinal action. At 9 Eastern, North Carolina takes on Notre Dame, or Georgetown against Kansas. At 11:30 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, Syracuse battles Florida tonight.
Andrea Martin is Roxy.
I guess I am single-handedly changing the direction of television today.
She's off the wall and on the air, premiering Wednesday, April 1st on CBS.
Americans, we know who we are. And when it comes to news, we know who we trust. Dan Rather, weeknights on the CBS Evening News.
This is CBS.
The Big Country Breakfast. It's a tradition that's grown with my family. One that always starts with the great taste of Owens Country Sausage. We've used the same family recipe for 58 years. Owens Country Sausage, the best of farm and family. Busy families love Owens breakfast biscuits with real country sausage or ham and cheddar cheese. They're fast and delicious.
I've only got a minute. Then you've got time to fix breakfast.
Okay. Owens breakfast biscuits, the best of farm and family.
At Brown's, we know how important comfort and style are. That's why we have Naturalizer shoes just for you. Brown's has a Naturalizer style for everything. There are dressy pumps for that special occasion, little flats for comfortable casual wear, classic pumps for the office, and breezy styles in bright colors to match your new summer wardrobe. Remember, for comfortable shoes, professional service, and a shoe that fits, come see the new Naturalizers at the area's largest shoe store. Brown Shoe Fit on Texas Avenue.
A lot of alcohol. Proper pH skin cleanser with aloe. You get a lot of cleansing without a lot of drying.
Tonight on Dallas,
I don't have a brother.
a sister betrayed.
Say, get out of my house now.
And brothers at war tonight.
Lighten up, America. Take a fresh look at your morning. Lighten up, America. Take a fresh look at your day.
It's the morning program with Mariette Hartley and Rollins Smith. Weekdays
America, lighten up.
on CBS.
Men's and women's sweaters by Tony Lambert. Furs by Christie Brothers. Beginning Monday, As the World Turns will be seen 1/2 hour later on this same CBS station. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday at our new time for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
When I was a kid, gym shoes were for gym. Today they're a fashion statement. I mean, that's all they wear. Which is why we shop at Payless. See, at Payless, they can get all the with-it styles, only I don't have to pay all those with-it prices.
Mom, seen my pink high tops?
Must be prom night.
Right now, save on athletic shoes for the whole family. On sale for just $9.99. Pay less, Shoe Source. You could pay more, but why?
Enter the world of television exclusives.
Did something I've certainly never done before.
Superstar David Bowie tells Entertainment Tonight about his powerful new album and hot new video.
It's a high point for me. I think it's one of the best albums I've done in a long, long time.
Plus, Julie Andrews shares her feelings about sharing the screen with her real-life daughter.
I learned something about myself, and that is that I became a terrible stage mom.
All coming up when you enter the world of Entertainment Tonight.
Friday late night following NCAA basketball here on Channel 3.
The new tax law doesn't affect most 1986 tax returns, but to be sure, check the important reminders on page 2 of your tax package. Got it?
KBTX-TV Channel 3, Bryan College Station.
Please, tell your superiors that I'm sure the American government isn't just standing by doing nothing. Look, I have a right to see somebody before midnight.
Je parle pas anglais.
Je le...
The American-born Queen of Barak is scheduled to go before the firing squad sometime between midnight and dawn, Barakan time. It is now 26 minutes to midnight in Barak. International protests, including a sternly worded statement from the United States, have proven futile since there are no normal diplomatic channels to the rebel forces holding the Queen. We will interrupt our regular programming with any further developments.
What the hell's the matter with those wimps at state? She's an American citizen, the daughter of a senator.
You heard what the man said. There are no channels. What's left of the Barakan government is trapped inside of Kurdistan in total chaos. There's literally no one to talk to except that maniac Abdullah, and he's not listening.
Then the Security Council should be up to its neck on this, the CIA.
What do you think I've been doing? Going from office to office, shouting, making myself hoarse. They're gun-shy after Iran. They say they've done all they can.
Bernard Owett, the man I met with in Barak. He's Clegg Industries oil representative.
What can he do?
Well, he can do as much as anybody else, maybe more.
Come on, if the State Department, the Security Council, the CIA can't do anything.
Sam, that's government to government. There is no government in Barak now. And if Abdullah wins, he's going to need to sell Barak's oil somewhere. Sam, have you forgotten we were doing business with Abdullah before he was driven out by Ali? Now, he expects to be right back in power.
Myrna, are you thinking about Sloan or Clegg Industries?
Sloan. Now, listen. Abdullah knows our name, our power, that we make arms, and he's going to need arms.
Well, we're talking about selling Abdullah arms.
I am talking about promising the man anything if he'll release Sloan. Delivering is something else. All's fair in love and war.
How are you going to manage this in half an hour?
Sam, we have a telex right in the study there that has Owett's number programmed in it.
And you think Owens is sitting by his telex waiting for a communication from us?
I see you're willing to just sit here and watch Sloan die right on television.
I'm willing to do anything that makes sense.
Well, that is exactly what I'm doing.
Time's up, Sam.
You think I can talk to Myrna with this going on?
I think I'm going to tell Trey you're Scotty's father tonight before dinner. That leaves you about an hour.
Hello, Thomas.
Mom?
Oh. Hey, hon.
You heard?
Yeah.
We were expecting a phone call calling this whole thing off.
Baxter and I decided that it would be better if we were all together.
Where's Matt?
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your efforts. General Rahman says King Hassad wants us to know we have his prayers.
But not his army.
Correct. If he moves as much as one regiment in our direction, Abdullah's allies will attack Kashmir from the north. So what are our options?
Only one. A full assault on Abdullah.
Aziz, my friend, we are outmanned and outgunned. And the first thing Abdullah would do is to kill Her Majesty. I'm afraid we need a miracle. Yes, yes.
What is it?
Perhaps a miracle. Gentlemen, may I have the honor to introduce your sovereign, Prince Marine Mahmud.
Capital. This portion sponsored by Tide. On tough dirt, Tide won't quit till your clothes are clean.
Mom!
Yes, Karen?
Mom, my white blouse for the concert tonight.
Calm down, honey. We'll find it.
Eric's got 8th row seats and... You probably took it, right?
Yeah, normal.
Mom, there's not another shirt like it. It's got the black dots in the sleeve and the rip over here. And Mom, we have to find it.
Honey, what about your yellow blouse?
Mother.
Karen! I'm sorry.
Cleaning the lawnmower with it?
Oh, yesterday,
Grass stains.
You left it on the
and
bathroom
dirt.
floor.
Since yesterday,
Oh, I
it's
saw holes in it. I
ruined,
thought it was a wreck. I figured it already was ruined.
We'll give it a shot. I'll try Tide, but I don't think dynamite could get out this mess. Honey, it's not the end of the world.
8th row seats, Mom. And it's Eric.
Relax, because no other powder powers out grass stains and day-old dirt better than Tide. Even on dirt and grass stains that sit, Tide just won't quit.
This is great. It's so clean.
So beautiful.
My earrings.
You're welcome.
Even on dirt and grass stains that sit, clothes come clean because Tide won't quit.
No, no, please. Your Highness, I didn't know. Neither did I, till yesterday morning, and then I knew I had to come. But I don't know why. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Nothing could be more foreign to me than this. No matter what you've said, no matter what I tell myself, and no matter what I try and feel, this is not my country. I'm sorry, Jeffrey, but these are not my people.
Well, all the more praise for you for coming, Your Highness.
But what can I do? If one of your patrols hadn't stopped me, I never even would have found you. From everything I've seen, the situation looks hopeless.
No longer. But if you'll come with me, sit down, I'll explain the whole thing to you. And introduce you to the commanders of your army. General Aziz, Commander-in-Chief. General Raf Mead, Commander of the First Army. General Marinine, Army Intelligence.
No, no, please, please, this is difficult enough.
The execution is scheduled between midnight and dawn, so we may have as much as 6 hours.
Or as little as 15 minutes.
It's impossible with the whole family here. We're taking a chance just being alone like this.
A chance of what?
Of arousing suspicion.
I'm afraid I haven't made myself clear, Sam. It is not a question of arousing suspicion anymore. No more hiding. No more subterfuge. I am making you an honest man. You're going public. Tonight.
Is this the 20th century, or isn't it?
What happened?
Absolutely nothing. There's a lot of mumbo-jumbo on the telex, mostly carrier unavailable.
Well, what do you expect? The line's been cut.
Well, Sam Clegg, I can remember a day when you would have moved heaven and earth to get something done.
Mom, Dad, we aren't going to help Sloan by taking our frustrations out on each other.
Myrna, I wish to God I had an answer.
And when I went up to his room, it was empty. I mean, there was just this. And it's addressed to all of us.
Dear Mom and Dad, I know this isn't the best way to do it. I should have said it to you, but I couldn't. There's just too much
happening too fast, and I was afraid if I talked about it, I'd lose my nerve or change my mind. I've decided to go to Barack, and if anything should happen, there are a couple of things I gotta get off my chest.
First, Mom, we all know why you and Dad have been having problems. All those months when those terrible things were happening to him and to you, he was protecting me. Well, that's over. By going to Barack, I'm taking responsibility for myself. So you're off my case, Dad. And I hope that means that you and Mom can be together again. Because all of us, Thomas and Tyler and Wally and Granddad and me, we need a real working family. And we can't have one without both of you. So please, quit pretending that you don't love each other. And get back together and stay together for your sakes and ours. And all of you, please remember, whatever happens here, you're my family forever. And I love you. Matt.
It's our only option. Agreed? Agreed. Agreed.
Agreed. Agreed.
Our house is a very, very, very fine.
Come on, boys. Hope we're not late.
At our house, nobody wants to be late for dinner, because our house is an Eckridge house, and dinner's smoked sausage.
Mommy, is dinner ready?
All meat, hardwood smoked, seasoned just the way we like it.
Honey, I'm home.
My Eckridge sausage is so tasty, they can't wait.
Now?
Now.
Our house.
Eckridge, the very best from our house to yours.
This mirror reveals the whole truth. This woman just washed with soap. See the makeup and dirt soap leaves? I recommend Pond's Cold Cream to lift away what soap doesn't for cleaner, beautiful skin. No soap does what Pond's does beautifully.
Today, state-of-the-art means a touch of the finger. From beautiful things to beautiful skin. Pond's. Pond's Deep Cleansing Cold Cream in a pump. Simply state-of-the-art.
It's the only juice you've had. Started out with Mom and Dad. Then you're really missing out on what Citrus Hill's about. And your day gets going and your juices get flowing. Citrus Hill Select will open your eyes. It's that tingle on the lip. It's that dazzle in the sip. Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing. Well, we're picky how we choose them and we're picky how we use them. 'Cause we squeeze our OJ straight from the heart. It's the taste so fresh and sweet. You feel it right down to your feet. Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing. Citrus Hill Select gets your juices flowing. New Charmin Free, it's got plenty of nothing. Zero dyes, zero inks, zero perfumes. New Charmin Free.
Squeezable softness, but no dyes, inks, or perfumes.
Nothing.
There may not be anything for hours.
They said midnight. That's less than 20 minutes away.
They said midnight to dawn. Could be another 6 or 7 hours.
No, Granddad, leave it on. Just turn the sound down. If they interrupt with a bullet, we'll be able to see it.
Oh, if he would just call. Would he be there by now?
Well, that's hard to say. Karastar's airport is still in the hands of Abdullah, so the only way into the country is through Ishmir.
That means crossing the northern border by foot. I heard you talking about that.
Darling, that's not as dangerous as it sounds. The North is still held by the Loyalist troops. Once Matt gets across the border, chances are good that he'll be able to get to Jeffrey.
Then what?
Why did you let him go?
Let him go. If I could have kept him safe in this house, I would have.
But he wouldn't have been safe. We talked and talked, and in the end, we all knew that there was no simple solution.
I'm so proud of him. I'm frightened. Look, we said that we were going to have this dinner.
Oh, Mom, I don't think anybody's very hungry right now.
Well, I can still serve it.
And I'll help.
So will I. Oh, no. Look, there's not that much to do out there. We'll be back out in a minute. Thank you.
So, tell me, what's happening with that mechanical heart?
Nothing.
Nothing? And what is it?
I said nothing.
Yeah, I know. And Kelly looked at you as if there were something.
You're talking to two lawyers, Thomas, and we're trained to notice things.
You two have got enough going on right now.
All right, that does it. Now you've got to tell us.
They're gonna know tomorrow anyway. It'll be in the papers.
Know what?
I've lost my hospital privileges.
What?
Yeah, I've been suspended pending a hearing. Somehow, somewhere, the hospital got the idea that I told Kim Park to implant the McCandless heart.
No, damn it, I will not accept it. And you tell the senator I will return the favor someday soon. That was my last card.
We've got both sets on in here. Do you want to come in and watch with us?
Is there a bulletin?
No.
Let us know when there is. Can you take some good news?
Sure.
McCandless is out.
What?
They hauled him into the director's office and took away his privileges.
Will it stick?
Like glue, if what you told me is true.
Of course it is. When we turned him down for that grant, it was inevitable. A man like
Trey, I need to talk to you.
No, not yet. I have to talk to Myrna. Would you ask her to come out, please?
Of course, Sam. Our talk can wait.
Son, I wonder if you'd excuse us. I have to talk to Myrna alone.
Sure. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Okay.
What is it, Sam?
I've got to talk to you.
Sam, why can't we talk in there? That way we can monitor two networks at once.
Sit down.
Heaven's sake, Sam, we're all under unbearable pressure. You don't have to bite my head off. Now, what is it?
Myrna, I want a divorce.
All sugar-free gums help you fight cavities, but Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum that helps fight cavities and gives you extra long-lasting flavor. The only one. Extra sugar-free gum. Among sugar-free gums, Extra is unsurpassed in fighting cavities, and Extra is the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, and the only one with refreshing flavor that lasts extra long. Extra sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, the only leading sugar-free gum that fights cavities and lasts extra long.
Good news, baby. Now you can wiggle, you can scrunch,
be a moving honey bunch, 'cause now you can't wiggle wetness out of Love's.
Introducing Love's new Super Baby Pants. Thick diapers can bunch up when they're really wet, but Love's new thin padding can stay put. And once wetness is in, it can't wiggle back out.
No matter how you shimmy, shake, and jiggle, you can't wiggle wetness out of Love's.
Little spiky bangs or gelled up hair. That just would never be me.
Trendy looks come and go, but what you want is clean hair. Ivory Clean.
Oh, I've used a lot of shampoos that I get a really heavy buildup with them, and I did not feel that when I used Ivory.
Ivory cleans gently without a lot of extra stuff that builds up.
Ivory shampoo and conditioner means clean, shiny, natural hair.
The Ivory difference? Naturally clean hair without heavy buildup.
For those who've wondered what's in those storage boxes, Rubbermaid makes it perfectly clear. You can buy something less than Rubbermaid, but then you won't get something made like Rubbermaid. Don't you wish everything was made like Rubbermaid?
Bart Akins here for Super Polygrip. If you know the pain of food getting stuck between your dentures and gums, ouch! Remember, Super Polygrip holds so tight, it helps keep food out, dentures in. Super Polygrip.
Evie, what have they done to you?
I'm permitted to be alone with Her Majesty. Alone. Seul. Comprenez-vous?
Oh, Hubert. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, here. Sit down.
Oh, I don't know how well I'll fit into that.
Oh, you're trying to...
Where did you get that?
It was under the tray. The guard must have brought it in with food. Do you realize what this means?
It means Abdullah's troops aren't as loyal to him as he thinks they are.
It means that even here, in Abdullah's camp, Ali's dream is alive. Hubie, it means there's hope for the people, for Barak, and for freedom.
It's time. The prisoner will come with me.
Oh, Hubie, forgive me for what I've done to you.
Life didn't get interesting till I met you.
Hubie. Thank you.
Your Majesty.
Hurry!
Well, I'm just trying to make some sense out of this. You don't sound drunk, and I've never known you to take drugs.
Lorna.
Oh, Sam, there's got to be some explanation for this. A man just doesn't come up to his wife and say, oh, by the way, I want a divorce. Not after 28 magnificent years. Is there someone else?
No.
Well, I didn't think so. No one can usually tell a thing like that. Certainly given you nothing to complain about on that count. Well, of course. Oh, I've been absolutely blind. It's been right there. I should have known, right under my nose. Sam, say it. It's the chairmanship, isn't it? You can't stand me running Clegg Industries and the fact that I'm doing a damn fine job at it.
Well, that might have been part of it.
So you want me to resign and turn everything right back over to you?